Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today I just started the screen recording. What we got going on is we're going to be discussing the Balvin Jordan 3, a release which was very low stock. Again, on sneakers there was 4,500 pairs, and on the Balvin website I think there was about 30,000 or so, but it overall ended up being a release which was very hard to get for the average person. And for those of you that did end up getting a pair, I just want to say it might end up being a good play long term, but honestly, with the current prices, if you want to take a sale, that's not a bad idea also. But just keep in mind, these are a little bit lower stock. People love the Jordan 3s, so if you just, if you got some time, I feel like it's not a bad idea with these. But they are already higher in price. So we'll kind of get into, discussing all that, kind of what to do. So if you want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that down below, and you can subscribe and like for more content like this. Just kind of lets me know, lets me know that y'all just kind of want more videos like this, and we can try and hit, let's say, like 150 likes in this video. Simple little goal. If we could do it, again, I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget, if y'all also want to, check out my friend and I's Twitter down below. We've been posting a lot recently about, releases, different things like that, so you can give us a follow there and kind of join our group. You can also see some of the recent undermarket sneakers we have been doing here for our members. Just waiting for this to load up for you guys. You can see undermarket Phillies, Central Shorts, Yeezy Slides, so you can get access to all that on our website. And we're going to have botters running for the upcoming Born and Raised drop to copy guys pairs of those, because I know that's a release that people want, and we're always running profitable stuff online, loops to save you money, price errors that you can make money on selling to eBay. So there's tons of things that we offer, even like free food codes, daily raffles, undermarket sneakers. So see y'all there. You'll get a response within 24 hours if you click join that waitlist, and you can read everything we offer right there. You can see it's a lot, so hope y'all will enjoy, and let's get started. So first things first, about the Balvin Jordan 3, you guys can see the sales are pretty good. However, when I'm making this video, it's like a couple days away from the drop, but with these being at higher prices, you can see some people have been running the apps on these, and they have risen in price a little bit. If you click all, right, and then go to right here, you can see there's been a bit of progress from, $390-ish now, rising these up to around $460 on average, because, again, these were a lot lower stock. A lot of people wanted them. They didn't hit in the Balvin site. They didn't hit on sneakers. I was very surprised, by the way, that they only did 4,500 pairs. I don't know why they would even bother teasing us with a release that is as big as this, right? Like a shoe that's as hyped as this. Like, a lot of people really want this, especially the black pair. That one looks even better than these, and these are awesome. So I'm just, confused as to why they would only do 4,500. I know they're definitely, trying to go with the idea of keeping them limited, and I understand that, but it does confuse me a little bit. I at least thought there'd be like 15,000, but no, 4,500 is not gonna do for people that are fans of Balvin. But there are some pairs out there, but it's pretty hard to get them, to say the least. But if you hit any of these pairs, as you guys can see, the sizes that are going for the most right now would be sizes 10.5 W, or not W, 10.5 plus. Men's sizing, we're not doing there's not a women's sizing release, my bad. Yeah, 10.5 men's or higher, basically that's where you're going to be making the most from this sneaker. Now, some of the smaller sizes are doing half decent. I saw some people that were like, oh, I got this shoe, but I hit a 6.5. Hey, listen, anything is profit for this shoe. It's just, if you hit like a 6.5, maybe just sell it off right now. If it's not something you're particularly interested in holding on to, and you're like, man, for a Jordan 3, $400, that's... Jordan 3s never go for $400. Then I totally understand, the idea of just being like, you know what, I'm going to sell these off right now. I'm not really too concerned with, just holding on to a shoe, especially if it's only going to rise maybe like $50, $100 over the next year, which is, to be honest, is probably the most I could see these going up over the next year. So it's really only worth it if you got them at a low price and are going to be holding them long term, and if you have a bulk amount. If you only have 1 or 2 pairs, honestly, it might be worth, to hold on to like one of the bigger sizes, like a size 12 or a 13 or 11.5, because those are going to become very rare. And we've seen a lot of sneakers like this, for example, SB4s in sizes like 11.5, 12, 13 have gone up to like $600, $700 because they end up being very, very limited in those sizes, but in very, very high demand as well. So holding those sizes, I kind of understand a little bit more. But if it's just like a 9 or a 10 or an 11 or, like an 8.5 or a 9, like any of those sizes, like honestly, just take the sale that where they're at right now. Like, I definitely understand wanting to hold a release like this because it's low stock, but I mean, you're able to make so much from it. Like, if you got it off the Balvin site and paid $280, or if you got it off sneakers and paid $265, even better. Like, these are the types of things that you should look out for, especially if you're just flipping shoes, because if you're able to make like $100 or $150 just off a single pair right there like that, I mean, if the opportunity is available, I would take it. That's all I'm saying. There's no point in holding on to the shoe just to make an extra, $100 or an extra $50. Like, I understand, like, I mean, that's pretty much what I'm doing with Yeezy right now. But again, you can see I got, you know, more than one of them, so it kind of makes sense. But with a drop like this, again, the single pair may only go up like 50 or 100 bucks. But the ones I could see rising more would be the bigger sizes. That's the one point I want to bring. If you're holding like an 11.5 or 12 or 12.5 or like a 14, if you got like a 14 in these, I totally understand why you're like, you know what, I'm not getting rid of these for a bit, because eventually it's going to become very, very expensive for a pair like that, because there's just not any of those. Like when you get to, you know, beyond size 12, you're starting to get into sizes that really aren't produced like that. And honestly, if it's on a hype pair like this, yeah, it'll do well over time, because there's still going to be a buyer for it down the line. You know, you definitely know there's people that got big feet that, you know, go to apps and are trying to buy the hype pairs, and they will buy them. It's just, you know, the prices end up, you know, tend to be a lot higher just because there's less of them. Like, just think about it like this. Does Nike make more size 9s or more size 14s? That's a pretty easy answer, I feel like, for everybody to know. I mean, Nike definitely makes a lot more size 9s than size 14s, because there's more people wearing size 9 than size 14. Just to be honest. But if you're wearing size 14 and you want to buy a pair of these, I'm just going to say now is your time, because, I mean, these aren't going to be like cheaper in a year all of a sudden or anything like that. Definitely not, especially on a, you know, release like this. That's all I'm going to say. So if you're, you know, you're someone that's like, hey, you know, 500 is a little bit much. Sometimes, you know, like, I don't mind it, because like if it's a shoe I really want, I'm gonna pay the price for it, you know, because I want the shoe, I want it in my collection, I want to wear it. Like, you know, sometimes you got to spend it, you know. But hopefully kind of my point is understandable with this sneaker. It's one that if you have in smaller sizes, honestly, I would just sell. But if you have it a bigger size, yeah, I understand why you'd want to hold on to it, because it's not as produced. Like, there is definitely a lot less of these in bigger sizes, a lot less. But in a size 9, it's much easier to find one of these. But if I was to go out there and look for a size 13 or a size 12 or 14, again, not going to be very easy to find a pair in that size. So down the line, it's going to become kind of like a, you know, grail almost in those sizes, because they're just not going to be, you're not going to be able to find them, to be honest. Unless it's through apps, really. Like, there's just not going to be a lot of people with them. So yeah, kind of understand. It's basically just like supply and demand. Like, there is a very low supply of the big sizes, and there's still a decent demand for them. So just wait. That's really all you got to do. I mean, these aren't the types of shoes to hit outlets, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see somebody hitting a pair of these and then returning them. It will happen. It happens with a couple shoes, but I mean, these are never going to see the light of day, you know? Like, I know if I was a Nike employee and I saw these, I mean, they're probably, you know, not going to the front floor, but I do respect the employees that are honest. Shout out to those guys. But yeah, if these were to ever hit outlets, you're not seeing them. That's just all I'm going to say. But there's a very low chance of that. I mean, with super low stock, even, especially on sneakers, only 4,500 of them. I mean, again, there's going to be no returns of them. Like, maybe like, I don't know, let me think, like 20? But like, yeah, like 20 pairs. Where are you going to find those? Scattered all throughout the US. Like, I don't know. So hopefully my point is understood as to what I would do with this release. Hopefully it makes a little bit of sense. If you guys have questions down below, feel free to let me know. And if you're kind of curious about like when to buy your size, again, now is kind of the time. Like, there's not going to be another like sudden restock for these. Like, that was it. You know, it was kind of underwhelming. I know. Like, it was like, was that really all the pairs? Like, that's kind of how I felt, you know. But hey, that's how it is with some of these shoes sometimes, you know, especially like the recent Nike app days. Y'all saw that? I mean, some of those pairs had 400 stock, like the golden rods. Like, who's hitting a release with 400 stock? God, you know what I mean? So that's all I really need to say. Again, if y'all want more content like this, feel free to check my Friday Nights group down below. Don't forget, we're going to be cooking the upcoming Born and Raised drop and all the upcoming releases in October. There's tons on the way this year. I mean, we got Powerpuff Girls SBs. We got April Skateboards SBs. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we got the Yeezy drops in December. We also got some stuff coming in October. A lot of Halloween sneakers. Jaw ones. I know those are, I can't remember the name of the pair of Jaw one. Halloween, I think. Those are going to be huge. So actually, shout out to Jaw, you know, having a hype colorway. That's pretty cool. Some of the sneakers have actually done pretty well. So that's actually kind of cool to see, you know. That could be a lot of potential in that model, maybe. We'll see. But if y'all also want to check out my Instagram, subscribe and like for more content like this, I'd really appreciate that. Again, I think it said the like goal is like 150, so nothing too crazy, but if we could hit it, it'd mean a lot to me. And that's really everything I need to say. Stay tuned. Again, don't forget, undermarket sneakers every day. Y'all can see some of the recent ones people have won on the screen. We got some raffles coming in the group for Albino Prado SBs, undermarket deals on those also. So if that's the type of stuff you're interested in, you know, paying less for your shoes, source some more with us, learning how to find more flips, free food codes, free homework help, bot support if you want to learn how to bot or if people run bots for you. So that's the type of stuff we offer to y'all. So hope to see y'all down below. You can just check it on the website, join that waitlist, and you'll get a response in 24 hours. And that is it. All I need to mention to you guys, I'm going to end that screen recording. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys, and hopefully I will catch you all in the next video, which is going to be coming very soon. I think on Wednesday. So see y'all then. Peace.
I said, empty your mind. be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. And water, my friend. Sticks made a fucking